No, this is not another episode. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. By the time I decide to post this, the episodes are going to be done. Nuh-uh. No way, Jose. I just did a butt ton of them. Even though I did really like the series. A lot of, moments. Not another episode. Oh no, I might do one again. I don't know. Anyways. Don't you just love torture? I can explain. Anyways. Long story short, I'm like, why do I have such a murderous intent? Or an instinct to want to kill right now? So I decided to, let it loose and, got my most favorite, in my opinion, my most favorite animatronics in, rip them apart. We don't talk about Withered Foxy. So I'm gonna go over them one by one, starting with Withered Foxy, since he's the one over here. Withered Foxy, missing his legs, the one that he uses most. The head mine got destroyed, but I was too lazy to spawn him in again and get him in this state. So we have a rope attached to his jaw, while that jaw's attached to the roof. If I could, I would have I tried to keep his endo head on, but I accidentally misclicked. So he's just dangling. Obviously, he's still got his hook arm. He's missing a bunch of his fingers. That's what's left of his head. Torso and pelvis is fine. Part of the arm, everything else just gone for cover-wise. He's just chilling like a villain in heaven. Okay, I don't give a shit. He's just spinning. Next up, we got Withered Bun Bun. We got Withered Bonnie. Let me stand him up, or attempt to. I don't know why, but his legs are weird. So with his pub, why is his body acting weird? Well, I need to add a quick touch. Touch done. Let me just Oompa Loompa Doopity Doo. Says you see his arm is completely gone, or cover wise, but he still has all of his fingers. He has no more wires. His entire jaw's gone, and he's missing part of his ear. He's missing his entire endo foot, which is supposed to be on this side of his body, but I don't know why, but the legs in that are tweaking out. So they've just been spinning, so I hate how it's spinning. But torso's fine. The leg that does have the cover is missing the cover for the legs above and the pelvis. So this would be my version of Withered Bonnie if he ever got destroyed even more. Yes. I know. I love him too. He's probably my favorite. He's definitely top 3 for my favorite characters. Withered Foxy, Withered Bonnie are definitely, without a doubt, in top 3. Withered Bonnie's number 1. Withered Foxy's number 2. And if I'm gonna be honest about number 3, I don't know why, but I like Withered Chica, but not enough for them to be up there. I'm stuck on who to rank number 3. It's between Withered Chica and Foxy. I don't know why. They're both just really good characters. I just like her design as well a lot. Anyways, besides Withered Bonnie just hitting the kung fu moves over here, going on to Rockstar Freddy. Let me just Mr. Guy with the ropes attached to his jaw. He on his right side, he's missing his cover for he's missing the cover for his far up arm for his left side, and on his right side he's missing his hand. Left leg gone, entirely. Right leg, missing its foot. He's missing his hat. He's missing an ear. He's missing part of his fucking face and his cheek. But just because I can't... Wait, I want to try something. Oh, yep. Then he just... Yeah, he's just gonna fly. Yep, he just flies. And then default gravity. Okay, I need to get this guy calm the fuck. Okay, calm. Calm. I said calm! Calm! Okay. I'm doing this with his arms so he can calm the fuck down. Anyways. Now, Nightmare Foxy. I was originally trying to get rid of his fingers. Like, literally before I even recorded. Like, just a minute or two before. And his entire hand came off. But his entire arm's off. His head cover's off. His jaw's gone. He physically can't run. He can barely crawl. He's got a couple pieces left of cover. So he's basically a naked fox. Moving on, you know what? Let's do Ignited Freddy. Ignited Freddy. I was trying to get rid of the torso cover. I don't know why, but when I get rid of the cover for his torso, his arms fall off. I mean, I ain't complaining. He does still kind of look nice. I got rid of his ears. His face is just out. Obviously, he still has his head covered, just not covering his endo face. His arms are gone. Most of his legs are gone. His legs spawn like that because I spawned him kind of close to the ground. But it kind of does. I do kind of like how it is, though. It kind of fits. So, yeah, there's Ignite Freddy. Get your picture. Now, Toy Freddy went completely off the rails for what I planned. I meant to have his torso gone, but have his arms still connected to here. So, this is what we have. We have what his head would look like, which is just that. And then his entire goddamn fat-ass torso. Bowling ball. I gotta strike. No, that's Balloon Boy. That's our second bowling ball. Get your ass over. Come on, you're just a damn head. No one like you. Yeah, I do. I just like the model of it. Toy Freddy in general, not a huge fan of, but this model of him, I really like. I don't know why, but just out of any of Fnaf 2 models, definitely one of my favorite. I don't know why, but Withered Freddy's just not standing out to me, because all he's missing is kind of just... It's just like kind of small bits, and maybe an eye at most. Oh yeah, this is what's left of the bird of Rockstar Foxy. Yeah, I ate the bird. Anyways, Rockstar Foxy. All I did was do what I did classically in the series. Get rid of his jaw, kept his head. But this time I got rid of half his arm, his entire leg and foot, and part of his arm cover. So, isn't that lovely, mate? Wee! Where the fuck? You're not supposed to do entire fucking 360s. Sure, that works. Next up, we got Foxy. Not Withered. Just Foxy. Isn't that right, Foxy? Bro, this guy looks like a damn dog, bro. This guy looks like he just seen some things, or he's seeing something. Bro wants the treats. This guy is genuinely wanting treats. Anyways, I got rid of the head cover, but I kept the cover for over his jaw. I kept his lower jaw, his ears are gone. Got rid of the parts that would make his eyes kind of not like that. I got rid of his arm, kept part of the arm cover, kind of like I did for him. But I got rid of both his feet, part of the endo, all that. But so yeah, I kind of went with similar style for them, for both pirates, but they have their differences. Now, I've seen things. Mrs. I've seen everything. Now, Withered Chica is probably the most fixed, or one of the most fixed. Because hear me out. She's the only thing she's missing that would probably make her damaged at most from her original state is just like the orange, like beaks in the hair. If you got that, she'd be almost fixed. Because the only thing I did was get rid of the cover for her feet. And I think if there were toes, got rid of the toes. Got rid of the cover for part of her arm, torso, and entire leg. If I just fix the head, she's basically just missing covers of her body. She's probably one of the most fixed ones, at least, alive. I would say if he had his head, he'd probably, but... why? Calm down. Calm. Bro, Withered Foxy's tweaking out. Next up, probably one of the most, actually, fixed. These two are probably some of the most fixed, actually. Rockstar Bonnie, probably at least I'd say around top 3 for fixed. He's missing his face covered in an eye and part of his ear, but he's only missing half an arm, his foot, pelvis cover, and part of his leg. That's the endo for it, I guess. But besides that, his entire arm and leg and torso is perfectly fine. He still has an entire ear, he's only missing half an ear. So, I'm gonna be honest, Rockstar Bonnie's probably one of our most fixed. Right now, at least. I don't know if I'm gonna do it with the rest of the animatronics. So, quickly get... Stop. Sure, just kiss the wall, why not? Next up is, like I said, probably one of the most fixed. I am not sure, I haven't looked at them again, is Lefty. Lefty, kind of like Rockstar Bonnie, missing at least half his arm, but he's missing his shoulder cover, missing his entire foot, having everything else fixed. His head's only missing the literal face cover and the hat. As long as you give him his face back, all he's missing is just half an arm and a foot. Or, sorry, she. What gender is Lefty? Because I'm pretty sure Lefty is a guy, but the puppet's a girl. And the puppet's now Lefty. So is Lefty a guy still, or a girl, or trans, or anything else? What? I don't know. I always say Lefty's a she, and try and make Lefty do a girl voice, if I can. Because I've heard so many people say Lefty's a girl, just because of Puppet. So for now, I'm going to have Lefty just as a girl, until someone can prove me wrong, and have other people also realize that Lefty's a girl, or a boy. Then I'll believe them. But right now, I don't believe anyone. Unless they have proof. I need proofs to be shown. Next up, Endo 02. Kind of did it how I did before in the series with his face. Eye entirely missing, cover, jaw gone. I have his arm ripped off. Kind of his endo part for his leg off. His entire foot is off and toes are off. Did I damage his fingers? I don't know, did I? Yeah, I damaged his fingers a bit. I even like doing the fingers because kind of it adds a little bit of detail. So I'm not just doing the main parts. If I want to, I could get rid of the teeth. This guy's not going to be able to eat. Lovely. Get over there, boy. Did you not hear me? I said get over there. Anyways, we'll do you guys more later. Well, we'll do Endo 01 since he's trying to... You fucking freaky man. We all know what Endo 01 was trying to do right there, you freaky... I swear to God, I did not plan that. I kind of just threw him on Ignited Bonnie. I knew I did, but I didn't realize the position. Anyways, Endo 01, missing half his arm. I don't know why, but I like it when people are missing half their arm. And he's missing both his feet. Didn't damage the fingers much. Got rid of his eye and mouth. So if you think about it, he's probably one of the most repaired as well, because he never had a cover, which means you don't have to fix him as much. If you gave him his feet, or at least his mouth in that back, he'd definitely look a lot better. So he's... If I had to put top 5, Wither Chica, Lefty, Rockstar Bonnie, and I'd say maybe Endo 01 would probably be there. Maybe Withered Bonnie. Withered Foxy, if he had his head, yes, but we're counting alive people, not dead. This guy's just spinning now. What the fuck? Anyways, next we have the guy that was also joining him, Freaky. Actually, I think Ignited Bonnie might take the place of being one of the most repaired. Maybe. I'm not saying yes. Long story short, for Ignited Bonnie, I got rid of his entire jaw, got rid of, I think, what was left of his ear, hurt his fingers, he's now missing wires, he's just missing his foot. I think there were also leg covers that I got rid of, and toes. And I'm pretty sure if you had a pelvis there, then you had the pelvis. But I mean, just give him back his foot and jaw, then he's perfect. Then he's just a little bit damaged. So I'd say maybe top 5 as well. Maybe, I don't know. Not much to say about him. Next up is probably one of the rough kind of animatronics that's alive. Is Ignited Foxy. He's missing his mask, his ear. You see the wires. I got rid of his eye. I got rid of his jaw. I got rid of part of his arm, his foot, a bunch of his covers, so all he has left of cover-wise is English is not working. All I got rid of, basically, or... What am I saying? I'm questioning myself. Can I speak English? Sorry about that. The covers that he has... The covers he has left on his body is his ear cover, the very high arm, or part of his arm that's on his right/hook arm is there. He has his pelvis, and the very high part of his left leg has part of it, or his clothes, whatever you want to call it. Finally! I'll take it, I'm not complaining. I finally did it without having a fucking seizure. Anyways, so Ignited Foxy, I would say he's one of the worst Foxy conditions, but we don't talk about Mr. I'm fucking spinning over here. Alright, next up we're gonna go with another dead man that was not supposed to happen. These were supposed to be the injured forms. Yeah, I tried to keep his endo head, but I tried to get rid of his job. What? I tried to get rid of his jaw, like the cover of it, but the entire top part of it apparently wasn't connected to this, so it just fell off. And as I tried to get rid of something on there, the entire thing decided to shatter, like a fucking Lego. So this is what's left of his jaw, or head. It just won't go to the front, I don't know why. His entire arm cover's gone, missing half his arm. He's missing, like, his leg and foot. Or, do I want to say half? I'll just say the middle part of his arm and hand. Or Hulk, or whatever. And then he's just missing the cover for his leg. So, not bad condition. I'd say around 50 to 60. I wouldn't go more than, without a doubt, not more than 70. But I mean, I'd say 70 at most. Or if we have to go. Anyways, last but not least, Nightmare. The biggest and scariest Nightmare is now the fucking smallest and weakest. I did this guy dirty. I basically left his entire head in contact. The only thing I did was get rid of the jaw, or his jaw cover. I got rid of his entire... It's supposed to be like that, with the small arm on this side. Yes, it's supposed to be like this. I don't know why it's squeaking out. Anyways, I got rid of his entire arm covers and torso and pelvis cover. His entire right leg is gone, and most of his left leg's gone. That's the only cover besides his head he has left. His entire left arm is basically gone besides the very high part of his arm, aka where your shoulder is. Shoulder, arm, middle arm, hand. The shoulder arm and the middle part of his arm is alive. So yeah, basically his head didn't take too much damage. It's just his body. Like, he physically can't walk, and I'd be surprised if this guy was able to even crawl. This guy's, like, really damaged. Anyways. Whee. Yeah, so apparently... Yeah, I'm gonna assume this is, like, how long you've played. I don't know why, but this guy's going for fucking 5 days. You don't need to be playing for 5 fucking days. At this point, I might as well donate the most Robux. I don't even know what happened to them. But anyways, this is the ending result of my damaged characters. If you want to copy them in any way, if you guys want to, just use the delete tool. I'll explain why it's the best. Instantly, this one right here, this one right here just widens and shrinks. This instantly just paints. And this, yeah, this wields. Now the crowbar, if you hit an animatronic, it just literally turns them all demolished. Like, their entire covers, like eyes, like fingers will all just fall off and be on the floor. Like, you have to, like a fucking Lego set, you have to assemble it. Which would be painful to use the wielding tool, not that much. Because also sometimes it can be a little buggy. And the rocket launcher, if you go back to some of my older, or my most popular video, with like 1.8k of playing this game, that's how many views I got, around there. On the rocket launcher, you'll see it just, kaboom. Rest in peace. The animatronics. Yeah, that's right. So I'm not saying the meme. I mean, I kind of did a little. But, yeah. And then obviously the delete tool is better because, for example, if you want to get rid of just a couple of fingers, some animatronics, yeah, some have all the fingers on the hand, so you have to delete the hand. Or if you delete a finger, you delete the entire hand. Obviously, if you don't want to delete it yet, but you want to see if it's part of the body, you hover over it. So in this case, if you want to get rid of this, you do that. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this gets rid of everything, but you see, yeah, see how it's not hovering over the endo part? Because as you see, if you look just by the jaw, it shows the endo torso or cover is not affected by it. Or from what I can see. And then, yeah, see jaw. And then, for example, I'll go here. If I want to do teeth, hover over the teeth, jaw. So this is very good for also detail. That's how I kind of got some of the fingers like this. And that's kind of also how I got some of the stars missing. I think I got rid of Star for Lefty and Rockstar Freddy. So, if you guys do ever want to make damaged characters, if you want to do it at random, if you can't choose what parts, then I'd recommend doing rocket launcher, but not make it so it destroys basically the entire body. But sometimes, if you don't want to just delete, you can just do that and you can get a damaged robot. So, I'd say that's your second option, but delete for customization for damaged. Good. And then remember, time to clean up. After like 20 minutes of work, because I was between choosing what parts I want to do, and I was watching a movie as well. What screw? If I'm going down, we're going down no gravity. Oh, he's levitating! They're levitating! picture. Nah, if I'm going down, I'm taking all of them with me. Just have all the parts flying. Whispered is more than just a fantasy. Wee. I don't know, whatever you... Let's go, I'm just running into them. Raspberry cheese, I'm thumbing all the parts, bro. The parts are slowly flying. The parts shall fly. We have parts flying, we have all of them flying. Foxy. Bro, Withered Foxy's just tied up. You know what? Foxy, be free. Be free, Withered Foxy! I want to see, did anyone somehow end up getting out here? I'm seeing like small little parts. Okay, no one's ended up out here yet. Well, remember, have a good day, have a good night, and before I head out, I'm going to show you guys the game. So if you guys ever want to join, you guys can, and I'm going to show you something I'm very proud of, because it's the first thing I've ever done for a certain thing. Right here, this is the game, which is called Destroy Animatronics for Fun. Here's the cover, all that. Last updated on this year on the 4th, which is 8 days ago. And usually they update it every 1 to 2 days, so it's rather they forgot about the game, or they're working on a big update. I mean, I don't know why I'm worried, because I played this game a lot. I actually do it a lot. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys one last thing before I head out. I gotta go on my alt account. Well, here, if you guys want, you guys can. Right here, Toad, aka Dan Backup. I've got to go soon, but before I do, let me load it up for you guys. But if you do want to add my alt account, which I'll be up to adding subscribers, just comment down your username below so I know if you do want to add me, then send a request. But this is my backup account where, yeah, you guys basically can. My main account has too many. Hold on 1 second. For the first time ever, you guys know how I make Murder Jones characters. I've finally decided to make a girl. We have my first ever girl Murder Jones character. I know it's going to sound weird because I'm a guy, but sometimes guys like to dress up as girl skins. Not in a weird way. I promise you, I'm not doing this in a weird way. Long story short, Toast and now we're doing arcs. And basically she was made by the last son of Alcatraz. If you don't know who that is, search it up on Google. I'm not going to explain. So this is the design that me and Host put together. We call her Bethlehem. Or Bethlehem. I don't know how I messed the name up. This is the first character ever that's a girl. I've never had any girl characters, especially OCs. And I'm going to be honest, I'm proud of myself, because I usually just do boy characters and that. But anyways, remember, have a good day, have a good night. Dean Multiverse out.